video, we'll show you how to design any type of magazine. The first step is to create a new magazine. Magazines are part of Album Builder, so under the album icon, choose New Studio Magazine. Under Studio Magazines, you will find only generic standard and any direct options. So if you live in the United States, you can choose Miller's as a direct option, or if you live outside of the United States, you can choose Graphy Studio as a direct option and order your magazines directly through Graphy Studio or Miller's. If you would like to print your studio magazine through a different lab, you can choose generic standard. After choosing magazine, you can choose your design. We've preloaded 6 designs plus a blank magazine design. The generic magazine is available to everyone that owns a suite. The Boudoir, Family Magazine, Newborn Magazine, Senior Magazine, and Wedding Magazine are available for subscribers to Pro Enhancements. The next step is to name your magazine and click Save. You'll see that your magazine is both pre-designed and pre-written. All you need to do is add photos and adjust the text. If you've mistakenly deleted any of your magazine designs, you can re-download them under the Design Library. Go to Download Album Designs, and in this tab you'll see Albums and Magazines. Under the type, choose Studio Magazine, and you will find all of the Studio Magazine items here. Additionally, we will be launching new magazine design sets in the future, and you can find them here. Now let's start designing your magazines. You can choose to do the photos or the texts first. I recommend doing the photos first and then coming back and altering the text. First, I'm going to open the cover or the first page. To make it a little bigger, I'm going to close the top area. Now we'll drop in our cover photo and adjust it. Now remember, this is just like Album Builder. These are drop zones. So if you would like to drop in 5 photos, you can do that. You can add spacing. You can do whatever you would like. You can adjust this drop zone to be thicker or thinner. All of the functions of Album Builder that you're used to, you can use when you're designing studio magazines. I'm going to go ahead and delete these photos. Then we'll move to the next page. Simply choose photos that you would like for each section. You'll notice that there are sections for albums and cards. We recommend using product shots. You'll notice when you add photos to some blocks, they will turn to circles because that's how we've designed them. If you would like to remove or add circles, this is a new function. Under the drop zone, wrench icon, rounded corners. 0 will be square, and then you can slightly round the corners all the way to 100 will make that photo a circle. Now you've added all the photos, it's time to adjust the text or color blocks or any other items you'd like to adjust in the magazine. In this section, we'll show you how to adjust the text, edit the text, and show you some new functions in the text blocks that we've added for magazines. So let's go ahead and edit the text for this. So I've made the text obviously bigger, so let's go ahead and edit the size by clicking on the double T icon. Let's make that a little smaller. And we can adjust the letter spacing, and this is new, as well as the line spacing. So let's go ahead and move this up a little bit, and I'm going to grab this text and move it down a little bit. If you need more detail on adjusting, remember the G key will turn on the grids or make it blank or turn on the guides. If you need to adjust the size of the grid, under the View menu, you can choose Set up Grid Lines, and you can adjust the size or the spacing between the grid lines. Now, move on to the next page and edit any text you would like to edit. And remember, you can use the spacing, font size, and line spacing to fill up the general area of the text if your text is shorter or longer than the pre-supplied text. You may find that your magazine design has graphics or color blocks you would like to edit. So you'll notice we have a couple graphics in here lined up. You can move, edit, or adjust these graphics in any location you would like. Additionally, you'll find color blocks behind here. So let's say we want to make this color block bigger, move this graphic up here and make this graphic bigger, and then line up this graphic over here and make it bigger too. So all of these graphics are completely adjustable, move them around, add color blocks, remove color blocks, etc. A new function is the ability to duplicate things. So I'm going to click on this graphic. Let's go ahead and remove that for now. I'm going to click on this color block, and under the Edit menu, I'm going to duplicate the selection, and it made an exact duplicate of this color block for me, so I can match it up over on this side here. So if you need to duplicate, move, or adjust anything, all of these designs are completely customizable. Magazines default to 16 pages, and that's standard across the industry with your professional labs. So you'll want to design at least 16 pages, and we've got some great pricing through our partners, under $5, even $4 per magazine with one of our print partners. So let's go ahead and add more pages, but remember you need at least 16 pages. So I'm going to double click this page to open it up, and then click Add Spread because I want that spread to come in after that page. Now, magazine design is very difficult, so having a blank page is not very fun. So when you click to the layouts, you'll notice there's a new tab called Magazines. Now let's go here, and I'm doing the wedding magazine, so I want the colors to match. So I'm going to go ahead and click here, and you'll see all of the pages in your magazine that have already been used. But we can go ahead and reuse a page and just adjust the images or adjust things slightly. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this page. Now we can adjust the text, etc. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and delete this text and this text, and then let's take this image and just make it bigger. And then I'm going to delete this image, and let's make this color block bigger and just move the text over, and we'll make that bigger. So we have a design that we've taken, and we've just made some adjustments to make it look a little bit different, and we can adjust whatever you want. So let's go ahead, and then also remember, let's go ahead and drop in some photos here. Drop that in, drop that in. So at any time, if you're concerned about the alignment with something that you've adjusted, you can click the loop tool, and we can bring this down here, and it will load a full resolution image of the design. And so we see that the corners are lined up. So we don't have to worry about them being misaligned during the printing. Sometimes your monitor's pixels don't match the pixels of the print resolution. So when you're looking on just the page, sometimes they might look misaligned, but the loop tool will show you the alignment. So then you're good to go with printing. Once your magazine is done, click the export icon and choose Order Direct from Lab. Fundy Designer will create the image files for your magazines. Once the print files have been created, click Upload. Fundy Designer will now upload the print files to your Direct Lab. Once the print files have been uploaded, click Complete Order. For magazines, you'll notice a lot fewer options than for albums. The one thing you want to pay attention is the number of magazines you would like to order. For Miller's, for example, there is a minimum of 10 magazines per order, but you can go over that. So let's go ahead and change this to 20. For paper type, we only use a matte paper. It's beautiful, it's thick, you'll love it. Click Continue. Now we go ahead and enter all of our shipping details, credit card information, etc., and order. For Miller's magazines, to keep costs lower, we ship UPS ground. If you need overnight, you'll need to order direct through Miller's. And then once you check out, you're done, and that's how you order direct. If you would like to print magazines through your own lab, click the Export option. You'll want to check with your lab. Most labs print magazines from single pages. If your lab needs single pages, choose Export for splits. If your lab will print these as full spreads, choose Export for print. Again, most labs print magazines from single pages, so choose Export for splits. If you would like to create a web PDF export to share online or over email, click Export and choose Export to Web PDF, and this will create a PDF. You do need a Pro Enhancement subscription to export to PDF.